Okay, so I have been sick and have had a lot happen and wanted to make a recap of being on the road for 2 months full time. So let's start with the things that have gone wrong. When I very first started, I was turning to go to a gas station in Oklahoma, accidentally drove through a toll, had a minor ticket to pay for that, or a fine. And fast forward to most recently, so I ended up replacing brake pads and rotors in my car in the rear. And then last week, right before heading into Canada, one of my trailer tires blew up and did a little bit of damage on the outside, blew my fender off. That was a little scary, not gonna lie. I do think I handled it well, but it was intense. So here we are. I'm now in Canada. I got here on Friday. It is Monday. It's great. So far I'm really enjoying it. Not to say that I don't feel lonely at times. I'm working a little more than I would like to be. My caseload kind of blew up a bit, and then I feel bad that people have to wait so long for another appointment. And that's just a problem within myself. I've tried to mark off days so I don't take anybody else, and I'm booked out through July, which is pretty wild. I do have a wait list now. I've had one before, really small, but it's just a little bit different right now. But yeah, what have I learned so far? How important it is to not wait on other people to go do the things. Travel, live your life, not care about what other people think. I'm feeling more empowered and confident in myself that I put this into fruition and I'm doing it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I actually want to extend. Hypothetically, if I could go through October, that would be ideal. I don't really know where I'm going starting the beginning of August. I don't have my trip planned out through that. So in terms of dating, I went on 2 dates each with 2 different guys. Learned a lot from both. One was just very safe and good conversation, good kind of dipping my toe back in that space since it had been over a year from going on a date. The other one triggered a lot of my anxious attachment, which I only get triggered if someone is avoidant. So I did clock that early. However, the interesting thing was, since I've been unmasking, I'm more aware of if the part of me comes up that wants to prove or earn. That's a no for me. That didn't come up, but I did feel rejected. He is also autistic, and I don't want to share too much. Essentially, ended up sharing he was sorting through some things with another individual. I just think we're in different places in our unmasking journey, so I'll just leave it at that. I am no longer in communication with either of them. I think it's helped me see the way that I love myself. I'm more clear on how I wish to be loved by a partner. The day that my tire blew up was the day that my best friend was getting engaged. So that was just a silly thing that happened. Some other things that kind of came up. So this campground in Banff, for whatever reason, I booked this back in January because it's a lottery to get in here. I didn't look that it wasn't full hookups. I had looked and saw oh, they've got a shower house. Cool. Well, the shower house is under construction. I was due to be touching up my roots and ended up rinsing my hair out in the campground sink. I think it looks pretty good. think I did a good job. It's only the second time I've done it myself. I was walking around in my process cap like, I don't care. Like, this is my full-time life. And I don't know, I've been writing more for my book, and I feel a little anxiety because it's like, well, what if I don't find what I'm looking for? What if I don't find a place that I'm interested in moving into? You know, the plan was kind of like, check out the places through July, the places that stuck out, go spend more time there through those other couple months. And that's still kind of my plan, but it's just a little stressful when you have so many choices. It's pretty paralyzing. But I've gotten pretty good with backing up because I've gotten into a couple situations like one way and needing to back up or things. And so I feel really good about that. This whole being sick thing is not great. It's really rare for me to cancel on clients, and I ended up taking a day off because I knew I needed to rest some as I was going to be heading into Canada. My GPS took me 2 hours out of my way, so I ended up driving for almost 9 hours on Friday. The fun things I'm looking forward to here, got a couple really awesome hikes. I hiked yesterday. I think that also helped, or didn't help, with the congestion. I'm going to be horseback riding. I rented a kayak, and yeah, just trying to soak it all in. Lennon is loving it. She's literally... Hi, Lennon. She's tied up outside. She hasn't barked at elk when we saw elk. We went on a hike. I'll probably make some other videos. We went on a hike across from this campground down to this mountain, and there are some elk in this field, and she just stared at them. She's seen a couple. They like wander through the campground. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Some things that have been really, really important are just continuing to be patient with myself and remind myself that I'm learning. So I'm gonna make mistakes. That's just part of it. So the next kind of squirrely thing is I gotta find somebody that can order me a new fender and fix the things that it broke on the outside. But we will get there. So anyway, I think the only other things that have come up have just been grief around recognizing the polarity of relationships that I was begging or earning. Trying to prove myself to them. It's a little cringy, a little painful to look at, but also knowing there's nothing wrong with just wanting to be loved, and I don't fault myself for that. So anyway, it's getting windy. I've got to work in a little bit, but I just wanted to pop in and give a little update. And so I will share some of my videos and pictures with you guys. And yeah, if this is something that you're thinking about doing, do it.